Oh, hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Violet Ngina. If you're new here, remember to like, share and subscribe. In this channel, we talk about the girl-child education, and we started with the human developmental stages right from infancy, childhood, adolescence, and today I want us to talk about adulthood. In my previous sessions, we were talking about adolescence because it's wider. We have so many changes that they go through and challenges. So I decided that today we need to talk about adulthood. Yes, because I know many a times adults have been left to live their lives because after all they are adults, right? And who is this adult? An adult is the period in which the human being lifespan in which they have attained full physical and intellectual maturity. They have already attained it. And so many adults live their lives. They make their own decisions because we have the characteristics that adults are also associated with, like maturity, because an adult is seen to be mature, self-confidence, they can stand and talk by themselves on their own. There is autonomy. There is also solid decision making. An adult is definitely assumed to make the decisions by themselves that are solid and that are also generally more practical. These are adults. They multitask, Adults also have self-direction, and these adults also have experience, and they are less open-minded and receptive to change. When I look at an adult especially one who's just graduated from teenage, adolescence, there's this joy and there's this, pressure because you feel like now you have wings to fly. You want to do your own things. But it's also important to know that as you also graduate to an adult, you still need to be guided. Adults are categorized into, or they're put into three types. That is the early adults, or the mid adults, and the late adulthood. When you talk about the early ones, that is from the ages of 18 to 30, mid 30 to 40, and the late 40, 60 all the way, you'll find that if we talk about the early adults, the decisions they make at this particular time, if not guided, will also lead to determine what kind of future they have. I'll give an example. If you have your girl who has now graduated from being a teenager, 19, and has now gone to 20 years, they want to live a free life with no instructions, no curfews like they were. And it is at this particular time that you'll find them indulging more into sexual activities which make them get diseases like STIs, unwanted pregnancies. And that's why you see abortions is on the rise. Our girls, if are not guided at that stage, will affect their future, because it is during this time when this young girl decides to do an abortion, for example, and when the right time comes for them now to settle and start a family, becomes impossible. Why? Because of the abortion they did during the early adulthood. It comes to a time, even if you are in your late adulthood, you need someone to talk to, someone to pour your grievances to. And that's why at this time I really advise adults to go and enroll themselves to online classes and have these short courses of emotional intelligence or self-awareness. You need to know, how do you react to matters? How do you even react to abuse? How do you react to a fight? How do you react to gossip? You know, you need to understand the decisions you make. Are they the right ones or are they the wrong ones? You'll find that people being in their adulthood stage, they've got grudges they carry. They don't know who to share with. And because you are mature and you want to show the world that yes, you can, and you have made your decision and your decision is final, you're living a life full of stress. No one to talk to. You've got no one you want to share with because you're thinking again, are they going to laugh at me? What will people say about me? You know? So it is because of this ego that makes most of adults want to live in the pain they have, or they want to live with the decision they made, even if it is wrong. So you see, even in your adulthood, you need someone to talk to. You need an advisor, you need a counselor, you need to have a group of friends or a friend who can be trusted, a friend who is reliable, because there is a lot of pain in people's hearts, in people's minds, and if you're not going to pour it out, it will definitely affect even how you perform your duties at work, even how you relate with your friends socially, even how you relate to your spouse in the house, you know. So it is important for you to know, as you continue developing in this maturity age that we are talking about, you need to have an open mind talk. Let people understand that yes, you are an adult, but you also need to be guided. You know, you as a parent, hold the hand of that young adult girl of yours. Help them to continue growing step by step without having to make a wrong decision just because you assumed that they are already mature. You ignored and said, well, now that she is already an adult, she can live her life. It is not true. They also need, even if you not hold the hand physically, but through guiding her, this will help them in the decision they make, not just at the age of 20, but even when they are 60. Because if you look around the world, we have seen even adults who are in their late adulthood, 65 and 70, they still need someone to talk to. They still need to be heard. They also need to be guided. So why don't we hold hands and help these young adults to grow into the mid-age adults and also the late adult with firm decisions that will not only help them and their families, but also the nation at large. Together we can. And remember, in my next session, we will still expound on adulthood. So until next time from me, toodles.